I'm Robert Santana, owner of Weights and Plates Gym. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to progress yourself to a pull-up if you cannot do a pull-up. Oftentimes we get people that walk in the gym and weigh over 200 pounds per se and can't necessarily do a pull-up. Brandon, how much do you weigh?
255.
Can you do a pull-up today?
No.
Okay, so what do we do at Brandon? Well, there's lots of different options when you go to a commercial gym. You have bands, you have assisted pull-ups, but I personally like the classic lat pull-down device. And the way we're going to use this is we're going to progress this incrementally over time so that Brandon can get to his body weight on this machine and do a pull-up. Now, some of you might not know what a pull-up is. I hope you do, but if you don't, it is where you grab a bar overhand. A chin-up uses more muscle mass than a pull-up because by supinating the hand, you're engaging the biceps more to help you with the lift. However, every variation of a pull-up, whether it's an overhand, underhand, or wide grip, is primarily facilitated by the lats. Your back does most of the work. The only difference when you supinate the hand is you get a little bit of help from the biceps. So we're talking about maybe a couple of rep difference. So if you could do 15 chin-ups, you might only be able to do 12 pull-ups. So it's not that big of a difference. So Brandon can't do one today, which is why I had to demonstrate it. He's going to do a lat pull-down machine, which simulates the same movement as the pull-up. The pull-up, the primary muscles involved are the back muscles, specifically the lats, and the arms, specifically the biceps if you're doing it supinated. If you're doing it pronated, you're using more of the forearms. So the movements, the joint actions that are involved are elbow flexion and shoulder extension. So we're going to simulate that here. So I want you to take a seat on the device, adjust the knee pads to the desired height so that your feet are flat on the floor and the bar isn't pulling you up off the chair. We're going to use gym chalk so that Brandon's hands stick to the bar well. You want to use this on all pulls that involve a tension grip. You want to leave the chalk on your hands so that your hands stick to the bar that you're about to grab. Adjust the knee pads to the desired height so that you're not getting pulled up off the chair by the bar. I'm going to load an amount of weight that you can probably handle reasonably well. What do you think? You've done this before.
I'd say 100 pounds, yeah. 100
pounds. So Brandon's 250, he's gonna pull down 100 pounds using this device. So I want you to grab the bar, about shoulder width apart, supinated grip. I want you to place it at the top of the fingers, right above the interphalangeal joints, which is, in other words, the area where you develop calluses. You wanna place the bar right above that. Now I want you to sit down, extend your arms straight overhead, all the way up. Now, the first thing you want to do, the common error people are going to make is they're going to try and roll their shoulders forward and pull with their arms. I want you to pull your shoulders down this way. Not yet, that's your elbow. Keep your elbow straight, pull your shoulders down, then pull your elbows back and touch your chest with it. Now I want you to do 10 of those. So we do sets of 10 on these because there's not as much muscle mass involved as, say, a squat or a deadlift. So typically when you're using less muscle mass and less joint movements, higher reps tend to work better, at least early on. Later on, he's going to go a little heavier, and we'll talk about that next. Good. Now, today you did 100 pounds. Let's assume that's heavy. Next time, we're going to add weight to that. So we're going to slap a 5 right on these pegs. Now, a lot of gyms don't have these nice pegs to slide the weight onto. So what you have to do if you're at a commercial gym is you take the pin out, you slide the pin through the weight, and you hang it here. So next time he does 105. And he'll do these 3 times a week. So the workout after that, he'll do 110, then 115, then 120. Eventually he's going to get to 250, but he may not do 10 reps at that point. He may do 3 reps, but by then he'll be able to pull himself up on a bar. And from there, the goal is to produce 5 to 10 chin-ups, and by then he should be able to do 3 to 5 pull-ups, and then over time that goes up as well. So that is the lat pull-down machine, and if you can't do a chin-up, you want to do this 3 times a week, add a little bit of weight each time, and in a few months you'll be doing a chin-up. Typically, the way that you would progress this is you'd start with 4 sets of 10 to start out, run that up for as long as you can, so you add a little bit of weight each time. You might add 5 pounds the first workout, then go down to 2.5 pounds per workout, and then when 10s get too hard, you're going to go from 4 sets of 10 to 4 sets of 8. And from 4 sets of 8, you're eventually going to go to 5 sets of 5. And by the end of it, when you start approaching body weight for a lot of you, you're gonna be doing about 5 sets of 3. And once you can do body weight for about 3 to 5 reps, you should be able to produce 1 to 3 chin-ups. So then from there, you would do a combination of lat pull downs and chin-ups until your chin-up reps exceed your lat pull down reps, or at least match them. So once you can do 5 to 10 chin-ups, you probably don't need to spend much time on this anymore. And you should be able to just train those from there, add weight to them, change the grip up, go from chin-ups to pull-ups or do wide grip pull-ups. But the goal in the beginning is to produce 5 to 10 chin-ups, meaning with a supinated underhand grip. And you would do these 3 days a week because they tend to respond better to higher frequency.